Hello and good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here. And today I'm back in the morning to do an update. I know it's the 4th of January. I'm trying to catch up. Okay, so as and when I'm being able to get some time off, I'm definitely doing my spiritual astrology for all those who want to know here and be guided from here. So today I'm doing um, the update for the month of January 2019, from the 4th to the 31st till the end of the month for the sign of Gemini. Okay, now Gemini, I had said in one of the video, they mostly err or make a mistake in their thought process. Every zodiac sign has a tendency to make some mistake in a core area of their life. For the Geminis, their thought process is what makes or breaks them, whatever they think, okay? That's their mistake. The way they think or the way they tend to think is probably the part where they make the most amount of mistakes, okay? Reality could be a different thing, but their thought process takes over that, okay? Now, Gemini is to society what the nervous system is to the body, okay? Which means that it does not introduce any new information, but is only a vital transmitter of impulses that takes your senses to the brain and vice versa. Okay, that's how they work. Now, the nervous system does not judge or weigh those impulses because the nervous system has a way of its own mechanism. It kind of takes the senses, whether they're good or bad, right or wrong. The nervous system doesn't know that, okay? Its work is to take those senses, take it to the brain and bring it back again. That's what they do, and that's what the Geminis do. As I just said in my video, in just when I began, that their thought processes is what makes or breaks them, okay? The nervous system, the only thing that it does is to convey information, okay? And it does it perfectly, but whether the information is right or wrong, the nervous system doesn't know that. It just conveys the information, and that's the analogy that should give you an indication of a Gemini's role in the society, and that's how they work. That's because the Geminis are the communicators and conveyors of information, okay? Because to them, the truth or falsehood of information is irrelevant. Like I said, they do not judge. They're just like the nervous system. Whether the thing is right or wrong, it doesn't have a filter between your brain and your other areas of your body that the nervous system is working. There is no filter, there is no barrier to block out the wrong and the right from your senses. And that's exactly how the Geminis perform. Okay, they have no filters. When they process information or communicate messages, there is no information there is no filter within themselves. Okay. And that is the reason they are capable of spreading the most outrageous rumors as well, okay? As well as conveying the truth and the light. So they do both. They can spread rumors because their thought process makes them believe that this rumor is the right rumor. They're not doing that out of vengeance. Don't get me wrong, guys. But that's how they process information. That's how, because there is no filter to take care of that situation in between their thought processes, okay? So they can do both. They can spread rumors as well as they can talk about the truth and the light at the same time. And this sometimes tends to be unscrupulous in their they sometimes tend to be unscrupulous in their communication. But they can do both a great job as well as a great evil within the power they have, okay? That's, again, because of the way they process the information like the nervous system, okay? And that is the reason why their sign of a Gemini is symbolized by the sign of a twin, okay? They have a dual nature. Okay, that is what it is. They have the evil, they also have the light and the truth. So they have a dual kind of system in their body that makes them work in both areas at the same time. Now, because they are such perfect communicators, orators, debaters, they definitely make ideal teachers. They're good in teaching professions, they're good as writers, they're good as media and marketing people because of the gift of gab. Okay? And that is helped because Mercury, the ruling planet of the Gemini, also rules these activities or these areas of their life. They definitely have the gift of gab. Okay, they can make conversation about anything. You just need they just need a topic to talk about, and they can go on and on about that at anywhere, any point in time. Okay, so it's almost nothing but fun to have a conversation with Gemini. And if you have the time, you can sit with them and talk to them for hours together and you won't get bored. That's what the Geminis are. They actually love to learn and also they love to teach. They have both again. It's a dual nature, okay? Now, if you deprive a Gemini of conversation, you are depriving, you're being cruel. You're really being cruel, okay? And it's a very unusual punishment that you would be giving to a Gemini. If you deprive a Gemini from their communication or communicating what they have to communicate or talk or process their information in the way they want to. But the main problem, that's what I was telling you, the main problem with the zodiac sign is because of the dual nature of the twins they have. They don't have that filter to see what is right, what is wrong. Whatever they know and they think, their process in the nervous system tells them that's what they are going to talk, okay? Without verifying, without understanding, without using their logic or intellect so much, without rationality, okay? So these are the areas that they tend to make mistakes most of the time. But that's who they are in a nutshell again. Now, for the month of January, you are just coming off a very strong love and social month, okay? But again, your social life will be quite active according to your planetary power in the chart that I'm reading and trying to read from here, okay? Now, your seventh house of love is still very much strong. And the ruler of your horoscope, that's Mercury, Mercury will be there present until the 5th, okay, in your house of love, which is very strong at this point. On the 7th, of course, what's going to happen during the solar eclipse period will be Venus will move there and will travel with your love planet Jupiter. So you will have Jupiter and Venus in your love house at the same time on the 7th, okay? So therefore, love is still very happy for you guys. Singles will definitely have a powerful romantic opportunity but that will come to you at a later date. That would be between the 21st to the 23rd, okay? But what is happening in this month is, for the Geminis, your personal independence is being affected for your planetary position. So somewhere, although your other areas seems okay, but your personal independence or confidence has taken a backseat, okay, this month. But that could be probably also a good thing for you at this point in time going forward. We'll see why, okay? Now, for you right now, it's best because of whatever the cosmic world has to say to you and your chart. that is telling me that right now it's best to adapt to the conditions you have in your life. Okay? But definitely make a note of what irritates you, okay, what is not suiting you, because in the coming months, when the planetary power shifts, you will be able to make the appropriate changes, but not right now. So, in the month of January, you will have to hold on to your urges, to your irritation, to your not happening, within quotes, not happening issues in life right now, because it's not the right time for you in the cosmic world. Okay? Now, again, like I said, we have two eclipses this month. The solar eclipse of the 6th will occur in your 8th house, and that will affect the ruler of that house too. Okay, but in return, it will give you many messages. You will get many messages, and that could be messages from your spouse, partner, current love, who has some financial disturbances in their life, and that will be some kind of a shock to you, kind of a shake up, you know, where corrections and corrections will need to happen in those areas, but not for you, it's for your opposite person, okay, or the person in your life currently. That could be your love, your spouse, your partner, whoever. Okay, now that person will have to deal with this kind of a situation in this year ahead because of two more eclipses that's happening in your house, that is not affecting you. Of course you're affected, but it's affecting them more in that area of their life. Okay, but again, the eighth house, which is where the solar eclipse is impacting Geminines, the eighth house is the house of death for you. Okay, so again, on a psychological level, you guys will be cutting off, finishing off, letting RIP sign over certain situations in your life that's not really manifesting any result for you. Okay, so therefore it will be a challenge for you definitely this month, but you will definitely have to confront death on a psychological level in some way or the other. Okay, but don't fear it. Don't fear it. You might have dreams about death of those situations. Okay, so take it as it comes. You have to understand, you have to have a deeper meaning as to why those kind of visions are coming up in your dreams for you, because it's a message from the universe to you that you need to finish that and move on with your life. Okay, so basically January is what it is all about. You definitely in January, please keep in mind, Geminines, you have to avoid taking risks, okay? In any circumstance that involves risk, a risk element for you, please don't take any risks at this point in time, because the lunar eclipse again will force you to make appropriate financial changes, course corrections in your life that are needed in this month of January. So, two eclipses. The first one is talking about, your chart is talking about psychological death in certain areas of your life, while as going forward towards the 21st, 22nd, the lunar eclipse will make changes in your financial situation that will need corrections as well. So, you definitely will be doing some kind of internal work this month as well for the Gemini's. Okay, but the end result will be good. Okay, so therefore both eclipses in the month of January will bring different results to you at this point in time, but these results are nothing to worry about, because these results are happening to you, and I'll explain to you why as we go into your reading. It's definitely happening for you for a reason in this period of time. Okay, so my suggestion, my guidance to the Geminians will be to take things as it's coming to you as it's walking into your life, so that going forward you can make the most out of yourself, have the best time for yourself, make this a foundation year of paving your way towards the success area of your life that you so badly want, okay? In any department, personally, romantically, and also professionally, okay? Even financially for that matter. So take that advice and let's go into your reading for yourself in this period of time to see what's going on, where you need help, what you need to take, what you need to leave, okay? And what's my goddess guidance in here, your higher self, everything is on my table at this point in time. Now, in the higher self, you definitely have two cards in here which has come to me. One is talking about temptation, one is talking about heartache and loss, okay? So, which means both energies are kind of acting out for you in the month of January 2019, Geminis, okay? So, for temptations, you definitely have some kind of higher temptations in your higher self. That could be a temptation to leave something which is not working, cutting off, psychological death, those kind of temptations, or it could be a temptation to cure or to cure your thought process that's not working for you, putting an end to that kind of a mistake that you have been doing all along. Or it could be a temptation of having a codependency on something, on somebody, on some situation. Or it could be a temptation of a substance abuse in your higher self that you want to go forward and experiment with, okay? So you can take this card in different ways, basically. It's talking whatever resonates with you, whichever side resonates with you, but definitely at your higher end, on your higher self, you definitely have some kind of temptations that's floating in to you at this point in time in the month of January. But my advice would be, if the right temptation comes to you, use it in the right way. But if it's a wrong temptation that's nudging you, that's pushing you forward, think about it very rationally, okay? Put your thought processes in the right direction to end that temptation if you think that temptation is not a good one. Use your filter, okay, to filter out what is right and what is wrong for you at this point in time. That's because your higher self, you're definitely grieving over something at this point in January, okay? There is a heartache and a loss situation in your higher self where you are not being completely happy about certain things or certain situations, circumstances that is going on in your life in the month of January 2019, okay? So keep that in mind, guys. Now, in your current self, of course, you are trying to put an end to the Nine of Swords energy. You're trying to sleep. You're trying to rest. You're trying to gather your thoughts. Somewhere you're also putting your physical and your mental thought, your spiritual wisdom. You're trying to put it into use to kill this Nine of Swords energy that has been creating this heartache and loss in your life at this point in time. You're trying to put your mind at ease, okay? You don't want to take any risk at this point in time over anything, nor do you want to judge anything. Put a resting period, trying to put a rest for yourself by cutting off the anxiousness, psychological anxiousness, anxiety that has been in your life in this period of time. So that's your current self for the month of January 2019, because you are trying to reach a certain destination for yourself, okay? You're trying to fly. Again, you're an air sign, okay? So you're definitely putting an end to one energy here, the bad one, and you're trying to adopt something that's going to give you a new direction in life, that's going to take you forward personally, professionally, romantically, in whatever area that you want to apply this card to, okay? So that's your current self that you are doing, which is, I think, a very good energy in this period of time. that you really will have to take in more seriously for yourself, to consider your pros and cons, the way you need to work, your confidence level, your esteem level, your independence, which is weak at this point in time, but you're trying to bring it back into your life by taking off in the right direction when it comes to you. Okay, so for that, you're trying to put your mind at ease, you're trying to rest, to think of better solutions, to think of better strategies that will work for you in the month of January 2019. Now, the theme of the month for you guys right now is that the universe is not coming forward with any kind of their judgment. Okay, they're not going to be judging you at this, or not going to be delivering judgment in your area, in any area of your life right now. That's the theme. Okay, the universe is not coming forward at this point in time in the month of January. And that's because they're holding on, and you are holding, and you're not holding on, sorry. That's because they want you to not hold on to certain things in life. Okay, the universe wants you to cut off things, to give it a death, psychological death. Like I said, confront death without fear, the ones that is not working for you. They want you to do that work. They don't want to create, they don't want to give you an easy way out. That's the theme of the month. Okay, because if they come in with their judgment call, if the universe steps in, things will become too easy for you, where you won't have to work for yourself anymore. But definitely that's not happening in the month of January 2019, because they want you to negate those things in your life that you're holding on, to finish those situations in your life that is not manifesting the right result, to enable you to move forward in the right direction, just like in your current self. Okay, so that's the theme of the month. The key goal of the month for the Geminis, definitely you guys are striving for a better prosperity. Okay, in love, in relationships, in every area of your life, in every department, personally, professionally, romantically, financially. You are trying to bring back the abundance in your life. That's your key goal for the month of January. And that's why in your current self, in your theme, everything is working out for your benefit. Now you know why things are happening for a reason at your end, because again, you will have to kill the 10 of Sword energy to bring that happiness back into your life. Just like the way you're trying to do that in your current self, as well as the key goal in every department of your life, you need to kill that 10 of Sword energy that is creating the heartache and the loss for you in your higher self. You need to kill that energy to move forward, and when you're able to successfully do that, you will be able to bring back this beautiful Six of Cups energy in your life. But for that, you will have to work by yourself to bring it back now. That's your key goal for the month of January 2019. Okay, guys? Now, the obstacle is, if you do the right thing, it's good for you. But if you don't do the right thing, you would be stopping your wheel of fortune from moving forward. Okay? I have said this many a times before, guys, and I hope you have heard me, that this year, 2019, is a very, very fundamental and important year for everybody, for all zodiac sign. It's the year of your foundation, that whatever you're going to be doing this year in 2019 is what you will be doing for the next 20 years of your life. So the way you shape your destiny, the way you shape your future is what is going to be for you in your pocket for the next 20 years of your life. So that will be your obstacle if you don't do the right thing at the right time. If you're controlling situations, if you're not letting these kind of situations walk away from your life, if you're trying to control those situations, keep on grieving, keep on suffering, keep on doing the same things over and over again, what you are doing is you're stopping your own wheel of fortune from moving forward. So keep that in mind as an obstacle, because you definitely want this card in the upright. And if you are able to do that properly, you will be successful in every area of your life, personally, professionally, romantically, which will surprise you even. You will be surprised at the way things will work out for you, but provided you do the right thing at the right time, starting from the month of January until December of this year. Okay, so don't stop your wheel of fortune by controlling certain situations, by controlling those bad negative energies in your life that's not really giving you any result at the end of the day. Okay, so keep this in mind, guys, if you really want to lay a good foundation for the next 20 years of your life going forward. Okay, now major accomplishment, okay, for the month of January, Geminis, the major accomplishment you guys will be having is you definitely will be able to dream, have your aspirations, getting ready for your aspirations. You are manifesting those by yourself, what you want in life. Where do you want your happiness from? Who are the people you're looking forward to bringing them in your world? Okay? Or what are the things that you're looking forward to putting them in your cup that you are holding right now? Okay? And those are the areas you're working upon to keep away the bad things and putting the good things in the cup. That will be your major accomplishment. Okay? That's a very positive energy that you will be able to imbibe in the month of January. Another major accomplishment is that you will not be moving so much towards anything. Like you won't be rushing forward towards love right now. You won't be rushing forward to change anything right now so much because you're doing the internal changes in the month of January first. It's very important, guys, before you attack physical changes in your life, okay? You definitely need internal changes first. You need to change yourself before you can change the world or the situations around you. Okay, so that's your major accomplishment, and that is the reason why you could become a little bit aloof, distant, cold, and rigid in certain circumstances. Okay, that will prevent you from getting into situations of risks, from getting into situations that's not agreeing with you, keeping a distant, keeping an aloofness from certain situations by being a bit cold towards situations, circumstances, or people who are not really manifesting the right kind of reward for you at this time of the year. Okay, so that's your major accomplishment. You will be definitely aspiring, dreaming, bringing things together in your internal self. You are building up your internal foundation first. Okay, that's your major accomplishment. That's why in the physical world, you're not going to be rushing, moving forward towards making too much of a progress in any direction. And you're also going to keep yourself a little bit distant and away from certain things by being a bit cold, rigid in areas that's not really working for you. And you know that. You know that because at the end of the day, what you're looking for is the harmony and love in yourself first. Okay, before, again, as I said, before you have to love yourself, guys, first. It's important not only for the Geminis, it's important for everybody to bring a balance of love in your life, in every department of your life. Okay, not just professionally, not just physically, not just personally, not just financially, in not just romantically, but in every respect. And that's what you are aiming for, and that will be your major accomplishment in the month of January 2019. Good job, guys. I'm proud of you all. Congratulations. Okay, now what do you need to avoid? What do you have to keep in mind to imbibe the right energies for the month of January? Okay, the first thing that you need to keep in mind is you definitely have to have your intuition in place, for sure. But at this point in time, you also need to use your mind, okay, your brain. Your brain, because Geminis definitely work more from the brain because of that. Like I said, it's a nervous system. It transmits all the senses from your brain to the other parts of your body and vice versa. Okay, so more than your heart, what you need to avoid is, you listen to your intuition, but intuitive mind is good, but intuitive heart is good, but you also need to use your rational approach to certain situations, using your intellect, using your rationality, using your mind power. Okay, it's all about that. So if other things come in between that, keep that away. You don't need that for this point, at this point in time. What you need to use is your intellect more at this point to bring back the joy in your life, to bring back that happiness and the world, the celebration, everything that you are looking forward. Okay, so right now, avoid doing anything else but using your brain and intellect in the right direction. Put a filter in the place that you have to. Okay, use the filter effectively at this period in time, so that will help you to bring back the joy in your life, because what you're avoiding at this point in time, or what you need to avoid, is the fear of suffering. You are delaying a disaster, you are averting a disaster. You know that. You also know that you will be suffering if you do not use the right energies, and that's going to kill you, not anybody else. Okay, so definitely keep these energies in mind for the month of January 2019. Use these energies in the right way and avoid those what is not going to work for you, because all you're aiming and all you're wanting is to bring back that beautiful world and the 10 of cups energy in your life here, guys. Okay, but to do that, you have to work smart at this point in time. You definitely have to work smart. And working smart, like I said, working smart, communicating effectively, the truth, the light, everything that's coming to you should be coming from your mind or brain rather than from your heart at this point in time. Okay, that's what you need, because at the same time, you're averting a disaster, you're delaying a disaster, or you know that if you don't do it rightfully, you will be suffering. And that suffering will take away all this beautiful energies from yourself. So avoid these, guys, avoid these. Okay, use your power, your intellect in the right way, because you guys are smart. You all know how to work with your mind more than probably your heart at this point in time. So use it in the right direction. Okay, what you need to embrace, you definitely have to keep away from grief at this point in time in the month of January. Whatever heartache and loss, whatever is not working for you, leave it, walk away, put a psychological end to that situation yourself. Okay, you have to learn to do that, because if you don't embrace this, walking away from these situations, these energies are never going to move away, and it's going to kill you, because if you don't, you won't be able to bring back that stability in your life. Again, the foundation of security, of comfort, of happiness, of joy, of fulfillment, of success. Okay, but if you do that effectively, if you put an end to certain situations, give it a death, RIP on it, okay? Give it a decent burial. It's only then you will be able to move forward in this beautiful energy, towards this beautiful energy that's guaranteed success for you, okay? So you need to keep this in mind, embrace this energy for the month of January 2019. Where do you need to find support for this month? What are the areas you need to look into to find support? You're definitely wanting to get your 3 of Cups back. Okay, that's where you find. You can visualize that area. Okay, you can dream about that fulfillment, that success, the joy, the happiness of coming together, the sharing of love together. Okay, so that is your area of support. If you dream, those dreams can turn into reality. This is the time you're laying your foundation, guys, okay? And plus, you find your support by fiercely protecting that area of your life that you know could be just, at this point in time, could just be dreams or hallucinations. But you are protecting that because you are building your internal self up, okay? So don't let this energy go. Keep those in mind, keep them in the heart, keep them in your brain, because that's going to give you the power. That's going to give you the energy to move forward, which will be able to set you free from certain situations. And that's what you need to do. You need to find back your independence, guys, in the month of January. Okay, you need to find back your independence, you need to find back your support, your strength, your confidence, and your ability in yourself. Okay, so the month of January is all about you guys, all about you. Okay, that's where the foundation is coming from, working for yourself, because right now you need to have your spiritual wisdom towards that area of your life that's going to guarantee you success. Okay, that's where you're heading for, and you can do this successfully to find support is by also using your spiritual strength. Okay, sometimes we block it off, we don't want to use it, but right now in the month of January for the Geminis, definitely take your spiritual strength and wisdom into account to move forward in the rightful way. Okay. Now, what does my spirit and my guide have to tell you guys? My spirit and my guide is telling you, don't act like a fool in your life. Don't stop your wheel of fortune, guys. Okay? Very important. Keep this in mind. Don't act like a fool. Don't stop. Don't be reckless in coming to conclusions or bringing in temptations to your life. Okay? Bringing in temptations to your life that will throw you off the gear. Okay? Keep your energy focused. Keep your mind focused. Put a RIP over situations, psychological death. Dream and build yourself in this period of time. That's what the universe wants you to do and is giving you those energies to do that sufficiently well, because they want you to move forward once you take a control of your own internal wisdom. They definitely want you to move forward towards building that beautiful pentacle back in your life, in whichever department of your life, romantically, personally, professionally, financially, every department you're walking, you will be able to walk towards it, but only if you know how to do the right things at the right time, not being a fool. Okay, don't be careless, don't be reckless in situations that need your intelligence, that needs your intellect to be used in the right way, your spiritual wisdom in the right way, to bring back the beautiful wish that you want in life for yourself. Okay, that's where my spirit and my guide, my angels are telling you, hang on. Okay, hold on for this month, have patience to bring these energies back, but do the right things. Okay, observe, wait, don't rush forward right now. Okay, keep your patience intact. Let things go what is not going to manifest the right result for you, but work towards your success, your own internal success that will manifest the external success in return for you. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys, for the month of January, because your goddess guidance is beautiful. It's Mother Mary. It says, expect a miracle, have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Okay, that's your goddess guidance. So you don't need to worry. Everything that's going on, it's because somebody wants you to do that work for yourself now. But again, your prayers have been heard and they will be answered at the right time. And you can expect a miracle going forward if you do the right things from the month of January 2019 until the end of the year, to build that foundation of success story in your life, guys. Okay, so that's what it is. And for the bottom of my deck in here, for the major cards, you definitely don't have to look back anymore after this. If you do the right things from now on, okay, you don't have to go back and forth into any situation, nor would you want to do that, because you will get back your own internal strength and wisdom to be able to move forward like the chariot and not going backwards anymore. You don't need that in your life, because that's not what anybody wants, and therefore you won't be guarding anything rather than yourself at this point. Okay, guarding situations that you were holding on to before, holding on to your heartache, holding on to defense mechanisms that you had built for yourself. Okay, trying to avoid getting hurt in the process. Now, those things have already come in. Okay, so therefore keep those in mind and erase those energies, because that's what you're walking towards and that's what you need going moving forward in your life. Although there will be obstructions and obstacles in your life at this point in time in the month of January, because what I said is not that easy to do. Okay, it's definitely, again, as I said before, it's definitely not impossible if you concentrate and work in the right direction. That's what you need. Focus, keep your heartache, heart grief, pain, loss, head, those kind of sorry energies away from yourself, to build yourself back into the right shape. Okay, this is the time that you're building yourself before you can start building your external world again. Okay, so take this advice, guys, and work upon yourself. Until then, goodbye and God bless.